Hi, my name is Lucia and I'm a first year medical student studying in the UK. I'm studying at Manchester. Well, I've just finished my first year. I'm basically going to be talking about things I'd wish I'd known before starting medical school and just about my general experience being a first year medical student. And I'm also going to be getting ready because why not? So the first thing that I want to talk about is the initial shock of coming to medical school. I don't know, just that initial part where you first get to medical school, like ignoring freshers, first week of like proper learning content basically. Because for me personally, I had no idea what I was doing. If you think about it, like you're starting medical school, I'm assuming you've done well in your A-levels and GCSEs, you've always known how to sort of revise and how to do your work. And with things like A-levels and GCSEs, you have like a mark scheme. It's quite a set path of how you should learn stuff and like how you can do well and learn the content. Everything gets taught to you basically. Medical school is quite different because like every single medical school has a different sort of process. They teach slightly different content and they examine you in slightly different ways. You're not just taught the information, it's not just handed to you. A lot of it is you have to figure out how to teach yourself something. Despite you paying like 10 grand a year for a degree, you still have to teach yourself. The first few weeks, like no one has any idea what they're doing, like no one knows how to learn the content. If your like revision resources that you're making are rubbish, and if you're like not even learning the content, like don't stress about like the first few weeks. Like it takes time for you to figure out how to do it, and everyone else is in the same boat. Don't feel like you're already behind like in the first week if you don't know how to do a degree, like you've never done something like that before, unless you have done a degree before. Most people out of college, you've never done anything like it. Like I like had to redo my flashcards. I had to like remake my stuff because I was just like they were rubbish. Like I had no idea what I was doing, but it's fine. Everyone else is in the same boat. You're not behind. You'll get the hang of it and you'll learn along the way of how you should be learning your course basically. Okay, now on to my next point and on to my next part of my makeup. Next point is to go out and have fun. This isn't even just coming from my point of view. This is what every medical student who's like in an older year has said to me. They've all said that they wish they went out more in first year and second year. When you get to the years when you're on clinical placement, like you can't. Obviously you still can go out sometime. You can't actually turn up to placement like drunk or hungover, obviously. As in like first and second year, you can get away with being hungover at lecture, like you just can. On that point that I was saying before, you just are going to instantly feel behind like the second you get there, or I did anyway. But it takes time for you to realise how to learn the course and like which bits you need to know. In a whole lecture, you don't need to know everything. You'll have to pick out the bits that you need to know, but it takes time for you to get that and get which bits you actually need to remember. There's no point you spending your whole first year doing nothing but work and having no social life, and then you're just going to regret it like a couple years down the line when you don't really have the chance to. And on that point, like obviously you're doing medicine and it's a difficult degree, but you're still a university student. You're still a first year university student. Just have as much fun as you can, like meet people. You'll have so much more valuable over time and so much better over time if you've like met all these people and you're doing all these fun things. Say yes to like different socials. Med Society has socials and stuff. You should go to them. Obviously you don't have to go out, but like make sure you're not cutting out the things you enjoy. And then a couple years down the line, you're gonna wish you'd like done more. You have to be mindful and stuff. Like if it's an exam season, it's like, yeah, you might want to cut it back a bit, but at the same time, it is still first year and you don't want to get to the end of your exams, you've got your results and you've done like really well, but it's like you've missed out on all of this fun stuff you could have been doing. I'm at least glad that I passed all my exams. I did well in my exams. I was really happy with them. I didn't look back being like, oh my God, exam season was the most harrowing thing of my life. God, it was terrible. I still had loads of fun. I still went out. I don't regret it. Like, I think I'll look back on first year and be like, yes, I actually did go out enough. Like, I don't think I'll wish I went out more. If anything, you're gonna have more fun and enjoy your time a lot more if you're actually having fun with your friends and like making medical school into an actual experience. Medical school's so nice because it really feels like one like big community. Other courses, obviously they have like societies and groups, but I feel like medical school, I don't know, it just hits different. You're all like medics, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just fun. Find some like fun medics who do their work, but also like go out and have fun. Your whole life isn't medicine. Your whole life isn't your course. You should still be able to just enjoy your life. It's only gonna get harder from first year. So like don't waste like first year on just studying. Okay, I hope you're all still with me and I haven't like pushed you too much, like the academic people especially. The next tips, I'm gonna give like specific tips for like academics and like passing it. Obviously, as I said, it takes time to get the hang of it, but these are some tips that are useful in my opinion. The first thing is to like listen to older years. Even if they're only the year above you, they've still been through a whole year, they still know how the process works. I actively refused to listen to everyone that told me to get Anki. Everyone that told me to do like online flashcards, I was like, no, like I love my paper flashcards, like they've got me this far. No, I can stick to my paper flashcards. Like, why? I don't know why I did that. I did that for basically the first half of the year, and then in January, then I was like, okay, fine, I'll get Anki. And like genuinely it is really good, like it is worth it. Like it's literally free. You only have to pay if you want it on more than one device. And I've got an iPad, so I wanted it on my iPad because I was like, that's a cool vibe. But I also wanted it on my phone, like in case I didn't have my iPad. It was literally like, I don't know, like £20, which isn't that bad. What it does, it's like if you get a question wrong, it will like bring it up more often, and like if you're getting questions right and you know it, then it just won't give it to you as much. Whereas like when you've got paper flashcards, like you're just going over the same thing over and over again. And if you already know it, like you'll waste time like going over things that you know very well. And also just like listen to the older students because like they know, like they've passed the exams. With my uni, there was this like older student who basically made all these really good like resources for like each week of the course, basically their notes, and they're like all published. So that's like quite a good like little database, I don't know, but like that's quite a good thing that I wouldn't have heard about unless I like spoke to other students and like spoke to older years who like knew about this. Apparently the story behind it is that this boy made some notes and then he like did something horrible to his girlfriend, like cheated on her or something, and then she was like, if you don't send me your notes then we're over. Apparently that's why they're like now public, but that could like actually be a complete lie, I don't know, but I like that story. Yeah, another point, especially if you do PBL or like case-based learning or that sort of thing, the lecturers and everyone will say like, oh, make sure you go out and do your own research to find out these things and all of that. Like, fair enough, yeah, you should, but at the same time, like they can't really test you on things that aren't like covered in lectures. So it's like if you make it your priority each week to like do the lectures or do the whatever resources they've given you. So like we have these like mini learning sessions, which are basically like sort of PowerPoints or like basically just like recorded lectures. So if you do the lectures and like whatever resources they give you each week, you've basically done like the main part of it. And obviously if there's still parts you don't know, like it is up to you to go away and learn it. But like for the most part, if you're trying to like have a nice like balanced life and like still go out and still have fun, like you're only in first year, if you like make sure you've covered and like know the stuff that they've given you, like there's not that much else that they could really ask you on. Like they can't ask you on a topic like that's never once been discussed. How could they do that? Well, they probably would do that, but like you could still pass without doing those extra weird little niche things that would take like hours of your time to get like one extra mark in the exam. Stick to the content they give you, like listen to older years about what they've done to pass the exam. If multiple older years are telling you that that's like a really good thing to do, then it's like, try it, like do it. And then one more point, which I think I need to listen to more, and it's like one thing I'm going to change for second year, is joining societies and doing like extracurricular things. Because it's like in school you're sort of forced to like do everything, like you just get to do such a range of things like without you having to put in any effort to like join anything. But at uni, like you really have to make your own timetable of the week. I love my uni because we're not like in uni every single, well, we are pretty much in uni every single day, but it's normally like on Monday we'd have PBL, and then like the afternoon it's up to you to like go and like learn the content and do the lectures, whatever. Tuesday we'd have like anatomy or something, but like the rest of the day, like it's like your time to learn the content. But at the same time, like you're still the one that's like designing your week. So if you want to do like cool societies or like do some sports, you should do them. Like it will make your life so much more fun. I kind of want to do debating because I want to be able to absolutely destroy people in arguments. Like not arguments, but like, you know, when there's someone that's just like saying such a like stupid point. I want to be able to like destroy Andrew Tate if I met him, pretty much. That's my main point for doing debating. Like I did medics football for a bit, but then it was training at like 9 p.m. on a Monday night. like in the dark and cold, and I just couldn't hack it. I just couldn't, so I eventually dropped that. But I definitely want to do some like a different sport or something like that this year. Like I think I might join like the ski society, just like a nice way to meet more people. But yeah, overall I loved first year, and I don't think medical school was like the worst thing in the world. Like it's not. Like you should be so happy that you've got in. Like it's amazing you've got in. It's like, why torture yourself for the next 5 years? But yeah, I'm gonna carry on and do some of my makeup now. Just finished my makeup. I hope this video was useful in some way. Just like put your mind at rest a bit, because I know it's scary like starting and having no idea what's going on. Don't take too much notice of what other people are doing. Like some people at medical school literally are in the library all day every day, like whether it's exam season or not. And then some people like they seem like they do no work, and then they like smash the exams. So it's like, just you do you. What works for you, and just like try and enjoy yourself as much as you can. Don't buy any textbooks before you start. That's another good point. Just go to the library. Don't spend £50 on an anatomy textbook. Like just don't do it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. I want to do some like a week in the life at uni, or like a day in the life of medical student stuff. I think it's a fun thing to do on the side. I'm trying to do like more different things in my life. Literally what I was saying, like your whole life isn't just your course. But yeah, thank you for watching.